Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new Black Ops 6 Zombies news video. And today we're diving deep into everything we know and don't know about DLC 4 for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, before we get into it, do me a favor and smack that like button if you love zombies content. And while you're at it, drop a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see added to the game with this Season 4 update. This video is packed with leaks, story theories, new weapons, returning enemies, and a final showdown of this entire zombies arc. Before we get into it, let's just have a quick word from today's sponsor. Whether you're looking to unlock the Black Ops 6 Mastery camos or grind them out in easier lobbies, you should definitely check out today's sponsor, Mitch Cactus. As the biggest and most reliable in Call of Duty, Mitch Cactus offers services on all platforms. Browse their website and you'll find multiple discounted offers available, and with my code HYPNO you'll get an extra discount on your order. Thank you again to Mitch Cactus for sponsoring this video. Since the launch of Black Ops 6, I think we can all agree that Zombies has been carrying the title. Sure, the release of Verdansk did great for Warzone, but generally speaking, Zombies still holds the majority of the player base. But here's the plot twist. Based on the most recent leaks and information available, there's no signs that a new Zombies map is gonna drop with the Season 4 update. And that's definitely raised some alarms in the community. According to trusted leakers, it's looking unlikely that a new round-based map is launching with the update. Let's break this down though. Leaker Hey I'm Alex posted that as of the most recent Season 3 Reloaded files, only one new Zombies map exists in the game's data, and that's Janus Towers. He went on to clarify that there are no future maps planned, at least none in the current build of the game. That doesn't mean Treyarch won't add more later, but it does suggest we've hit a bit of a content pause. Usually, they preload maps in the game's files ahead of release. This time, nothing past Janus. That led to a lot of people asking, is Janus Tower the final Zombies map for Black Ops 6? But here's where things get interesting. Another reliable leaker, Semtex Leaks, responded to the panic by saying the 6 Zombies map rumor is still valid, and it's becoming more and more obvious. According to him, the plan looks something like this: Janus Tower for Season 4 or Reloaded, Map 5 for Season 5 or Reloaded, and Map 6 for Season 6 or Reloaded. And that also matches up with older leaks as well. Back in February, the Ghost of Hope said 3 more round-based maps were coming, and the game would finish its life cycle with 7 total Zombies maps. So if that's the case, why all this speculation about Janus Tower being the end? Simple, it's all about timing. We're halfway through Black Ops 6's life cycle, and the release schedule has been a bit weird to say the least. Usually, Season 6 is when content dries up and we start preparing for the new Call of Duty. Reloaded updates in Season 6 are rare, so if they're not dropping a new map that season, the devs would need to fit in those last 2 maps during Season 4 and 5. So here's a theory: if we skip a map in Season 6, it's probably because they're cramming everything into Season 4 and 5 and maybe even dropping the grand finale before the next COD releases. Now let's talk storyline, because this chapter is shaping up to be wild. From the last Easter egg ending, we know that Evil Sam is trying to inhabit the real Samantha's body, and by doing so gain godlike powers from the Dark Ether. Richtofen is back in action and he's teamed up with the rest of the crew to stop her. That brings us to Janus Tower, the battleground where this conflict is going to explode. Now if you've followed past zombie arcs, you know how this usually goes. Villain's plan partially succeeds before the crew manages to stop them. So don't be surprised if Sam actually does take control of her original body and we have to fight her in a full-blown boss battle. Honestly, that would be an amazing twist. Imagine we get a Sam operator bundle corrupted by the Dark Ether, new voice lines, insane finishing move, and then the final map takes us directly into the Dark Ether itself. A chaotic, otherworldly final showdown to wrap up the entire Black Ops 6 Zombies narrative. That would be a fitting send-off, and since Black Ops 7 is not expected to continue this storyline, they've got to land the ending right. Now let's talk content. Hellhounds are returning, confirmed via in-game file strings mentioning zombie Hellhounds eliminations. Melee kills, criticals, all that. Expect them to show up in Janus Tower. A new wonder weapon has been found in the files as well, codenamed T10PI P19 Jade WW. It's a pistol-based weapon. possibly the Cerberus, or maybe something entirely new, maybe Alistair's Foley or the GKZ M45. The Tombstone perk has also been spotted, so it could be making a comeback with this map. Plus, the Shatterblast ammo mod is returning and a bunch of new GobbleGum have been data mined. We're talking Power Vacuum, Ammo Chaos, absolutely over there, Mary Paris, which, yeah, do with that as you will. So when should we expect this? I'm betting Season 4 Reloaded. Treyarch's blog post next week should confirm it though. If we're getting a new zombies map, they'll likely tease it in the blog or the official roadmap. But if Janus Towers does not drop, then expect it to be replaced with new LTMs. We've already seen event-styled LTMs like TMNT and Zombie Snacks. But there are leaked modes like Grief and Turned still in the game files. If they're not giving us a new map, they've gotta give us something, right? Maybe those modes go live this season and Janus Tower comes after. That's everything we know so far, but the information is changing rapidly. Let me know in the comments, do you think Janus Tower is the end? What wonder weapon are you hoping for? Should Treyarch drop a finale inside the Dark Ether itself? I'm curious. Now, before we wrap things up, let's just take a quick look at the most recent patch notes from yesterday. Treyarch went ahead and extended the High Art event until Thursday the 22nd, meaning that the High Trip Resurgence mode and Zombie Snacks LTM will remain in the game until then. They also went ahead and fixed a UI issue that prevented players from selecting the How Prestige Works button. For multiplayer, they addressed a bunch of visual bugs in Codcaster as well as in-game visual bugs. For zombies, they did end up fixing a problem with PhD Flopper where the PhD slider and Tribologist augments no longer worked after reloading a saved game. They also closed an exploit that allowed players to use a multiplayer perk in zombies. In regards to Juggernaut's reactive armor augment being broken, they are aware of this issue and they're still working on a fix. An issue with Cryofreeze was also addressed where Ice Cloud could activate without the Cryofreeze ammo mod being equipped. Frost Blast got hit with a decent buff where the base duration is now doubled from 5 seconds to 10 seconds, and they reduced the kills required to charge it from 90 to 75. They also fixed an issue where the extra charge augment for Ether Shroud stopped working after loading a saved game. I'm sure many of you guys took advantage of the Drill Charge Underbarrel exploit to kill Easter egg bosses fast. Now that has been slightly nerfed, but it still works great for taking out bosses after the nerf. This closes a nasty exploit that allowed players to melt bosses way faster than intended. We don't shame anyone who took advantage of this when possible, but you know what you did. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. I'll keep covering all leaks, news, and updates for zombies. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever in the world you are, and as always, goodbye.